Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss the grammatical portion voice. You know very well what is voice. You must have solved the exercise like change the voice, make a passive voice of this particular sentence, and make active item of that particular sentence. So, at degree level, we have to learn some deep information about the particular portion. So, look at the sentence below. John repaired the toaster. The toaster was repaired by John. In which we have to see John is subject, repaired is verb, and the toaster is object. This is active sentence, and sentence in active voice. The toaster was repaired by John. Here the toaster is subject, was repaired is verb, and by the preposition and John objective. So, when we look at these two sentences, we learn something that the meaning of this particular both the sentence are same is same, but when we what is then the use of generally student asks this question, then if the both sentence express the same meaning, then what is the use of the passive voice or making that particular active voice into passive? What is the purpose behind that? What we have to learn all that thing, because we can express the that same meaning with the help of active voice, and what is the use of there to keep in mind the rules and regulation of converting active voice into passive voice. But dear student, we have to keep in mind this thing, that there is the basic purpose of this active and passive voice. That purpose is when we want to focus. What is our aim to focus? What thing we want to focus while speaking or writing? On the basis of that, on the basis of our trace, we generally give. On the basis of focus, we want to generally give on subject or object. On that basis, we have to convert active into passive and passive into active. Generally, both sentence express the same meaning, but when we have to express the object, when we have to express the importance of the object, we generally use passive voice. And when we want to express some ideas, we want to express, we want to focus the importance of the subject, doer, performer, at that time we generally use active voice. So, one thing you must know about the what is the use active voice and passive voice. Generally, if we observe this sentence, we come to know that in first sentence in active voice, John repaired the toaster. Here John is subject, performer of the action, doer of the action, repaired is verb, and the toaster is object, means the receiver of the action, sufferer of the action, what is whatever is performed by a subject John. Toaster is sufferer, John is doer, and the repaired we generally get meaning of that particular sentence. When we observe the second sentence, here the toaster becomes subject of that particular sentence. Subject means the object in active voice became the subject in passive voice. When we generally convert active into passive, the object in the passive voice, active voice, become subject in passive voice. Was repaired is subject. That object and subject are joined by preposition by, and the subject of previous sentence with active voice become object in passive voice. This is the basic structure we generally see. But when we consider this both the sentence, in first sentence John performed the action of repairing. the action of repairing, and that action is received by toaster. Toaster is the receiver of the action. John is performer of the action, and toaster is the receiver of the action. So, in active voice, subject perform action and object receive action, means suffer action, means he is affected, that particular object is affected by the action performed by the subject. In which sentence this happen? In active voice. But when we consider the passive voice, we will come to know that in passive voice, toaster is not the object, generally subject, toaster is not performer of the action. He is receiving the action, and which was that action is already performed by the John. So, in nutshell, we have to understand, in active voice, subject is doer of the action. In passive voice, the subject is receiver of the action, sufferer of the action. That subject is affected by the action done by the object in passive voice. Second most important thing about active and passive voice, we have to, when we want to, generally in newspaper we generally see the use of passive voice. Generally active and passive voice both sentence express the same meaning. But when generally somewhere the accident happens, or some natural disaster like tsunami and earthquake generally happens, and in which we generally, if you read the newspaper, you will notice the use of maximum passive voice there. So, what is purpose behind that? Instead of there, if somewhere tsunami happens and lot of people are affected by that tsunami, their tsunami, in such situation, for that newspaper editor, what is important thing? Tsunami are people, in which the tsunami is not important, peoples are important. That is why the doer of the action is tsunami, and affected by that action are the people, and that newspaper editor generally want to want to focus on the people, and that is why he begins his sentence by the object. Peoples are affected by the tsunami, peoples are given some foods and drink affected by the tsunami. In such sentences we generally give the importance to the people, not to the tsunami. In such situations, tsunami is doer of the action, tsunami is subject, tsunami is the performer of the action. But in passive voice, the peoples are not performer of the action, they are affected by the action done by tsunami, they are a receiver of the action done by tsunami. But that newspaper editor generally want to focus on the sufferer, focus on the receiver of the action. That is why generally he begins his sentence with the object, and he just construct his news or his we can say essay in passive voice. So, you might have understood the purpose behind the active voice, and when we want to just focus on the subject, focus on the doer of the action, we generally use active voice. Just like Amitabh Bachchan gave much more helps to the people affected by the tsunami, in which the Amitabh Bachchan is most important for us, because he has done some charity to the people. So, when doer of the action is important, we generally use active voice, and when the receiver of the action is important for us, we generally use passive voice. This is basic difference between the use of active and passive voice. Then there are some examples are given there. So, the structure is when we move forward, you will get the structure, the table of the structure. That is not important thing, but you must know the rules, you must know the importance of active voice and passive voice. So, Lina dropped the spoon into the sink. What? In passive voice, we generally start the sentence with object, the sink, then sing. Lina dropped the spoon in the sink. So here the object is spoon. Lina dropped the spoon in the sink. The spoons are object in first sentence. That object become the subject in passive voice. The spoons are plural. That's why we have to use where. Why we they have used where there? Because Lina dropped. Dropped means it is the second form of verb. Means it is the simple past tense. And helping verb of simple past tense are was and were. When the subject are in plural form, we have to use were, and when subject is in singular form, we have to use was. So the first of all, you must recognize the tense of that particular sentence with the help of form of verb. As far as in particular sentence, the drop is second form of verb, and that's why it is the simple past tense. And after that, when if you recognize the tense of that particular sentence, you must keep in mind the helping verb of simple past tense. So that helping verb of past tense that are was and were, and that's why the spoons are plural. That's why we have used were. And then dropped. Drop is the third form of verb, and we have to use past participle of the verb, that is dropped into the sink by Lina, and the subject of the first and active sentence become the object of passive sentence, and that object are linked by the preposition by. Then church choir will present some well-known hymns. So some well-known hymns, that object becomes subject in second sentence, and will be there, and after that we have to use be form, and after that past participle presented, then by, and then church. In this way we have to change sentences. Then when the verb in active voice take two objects, this is most important thing. When just how we have seen above in previous sentences, in first sentence there is only one object, in second sentence there is only one object, well known hymns, in spoon, then show. There is only one object in previous sentence, but what we have to do when we have the two object in same sentence? When the verb in active voice takes two objects, it is more usual to make the indirect or personal object the subject of verb in the passive voice. In the sentence below, the indirect object appears as the subject of verb in the passive voice. So look at this sentence. Vidya gave Maria a present. Vidya is subject, gave is verb. Gave means second form of give, means here is they have used past tense. Maria is indirect object, present is direct object. In such sentences we have two object. When in from which object we have to start our sentence, then there is rule that when we have such two objects, we have to start our passive voice with indirect object, not direct object. Indirect object are personal object, means starting from pronoun or noun, proper noun. Okay. Then see what is the answer of that or conversion of that sentence. Maria was given. Maria is our indirect object, and we have to start from that object Maria. Then Maria is singular form, that's why we have to use helping verb was. Then given, third form of give, and then a present, that is direct object, that we have to use just after the third form of verb, and we have to use by preposition, and then Vidya, the subject of this particular word. So you have to understand that when we have two object of verb in active voice, so we have to use or start our passive voice with the indirect object or personal pronoun, then personal noun or pronoun, and then we have to use the second remaining object means the direct object just after the third form of verb. Okay. Then, okay, remaining portion we will discuss tomorrow.